You've got a folder of product shots that need watermarks before you send them over to your client. You could add them manually using Photoshop and spend the next hour of your life dropping the same watermark on 30 different photos, or you could set a scalable process up once in about 5 minutes and never waste time on it again. If you're sending work out the door for feedback, whether it's to clients, collaborators, or your team, a watermark does two things. It keeps your work from getting stolen before it's finalized, and it signals that this isn't the finished product. And if you work with digital media, you know how important this step can be. The problem most people encounter is scale. 1 watermark is fine, but 50, you're hemorrhaging time. But there's a better way. So strap in, this is a quick one. We're going to set a custom watermark up on a template and turn it into an API, and add another element of protection to your work in just a few minutes. Let's start with the template. A watermark can be anything. Your logo, a symbol, text, whatever you want. The point is to design it so it actually protects your work without destroying the image or appearing unprofessional. Bannerbear lets you do that at scale without sacrificing the look of your brand. Set up a template as usual. Insert text, images, or shapes to create your watermark. Dial back the opacity in the toolbar. You want the image visible enough that people see what they're approving, but it should be apparent that this isn't the final version. You can also set up your watermark to scale to a bunch of different sizes using our V5 adaptive features. Find the adaptive settings section at the bottom of the toolbar when the watermark element is selected. Toggle both adaptive position and adaptive size to scale, then preview it. Make sure everything moves and resizes the way that you want. If these adaptive settings don't work for you, you can also try locking it to the X or Y axis. Play around with the settings and your watermark until you're happy with it. If you're using adaptive sizing, here's a pro tip. Keep your watermark on a single layer. This prevents things from shifting around and losing their spacing when the size changes. Now your template is ready. Before you automate it, test it, you need to know that it works across different images and sizes. Bannerbear offers several ways for you to generate images, from API to Zapier automations to fillable forms. But for testing, use the API console. It's the fastest way to see what you're actually building. Scroll down to the API console section. Here, you can build a request. Insert your own text, a link to an image, whatever you need. Even if you aren't a developer, this bit isn't too hard to figure out. And if you still need help with the API console, we've got tutorials on the Bannerbear blog. Hit send API request. Watch it render in the logs. If you want to experiment using images and text already provided by Bannerbear, click the sample data button on the top right of the API console box. Here, you can customize the size, choose your data, and render. It's the fastest way to stress test your watermark before you wire everything up. Where you go from here is up to you. There are two things that you must consider. What signals the need for a watermarked image and where it needs to go. Let's look at two real scenarios. Scenario 1, you finish designing a product photo and it's time to send it to your client for approval. You've got a Trello board tracking your edits. Set up a Zapier automation that watches that board. When you add an image to the approval column, Bannerbear watermarks it. and it's emailed to your client for review. Scenario 2, you're an event photographer. You've got 50 preview images that need watermarks, and you host them on Dropbox. Set up an automation that watches for new folders. When you upload a preview folder, it watermarks every image, then uploads them to another folder so you can share it with your clients. Watermarking photos isn't necessarily difficult, but it can easily become a time drain when scale is involved. But with the help of templated automation, you can turn it into a hands-free process that's efficient, impresses your clients, and doesn't sacrifice in style. Give it a try and let us know if you found this helpful.